Greetings and welcome to another weekly Vault video with me, Treggyz. Let's get right into it, shall we? Five seconds of dead silence opening the vault for dramatic timing, and I totally forgot. I just now realized I don't really need another socket because I already have one, but would have been nice to still just like take a second to, make sure I get a socket just in case. But I guess today also we just got the news that like season 4 is starting on the 23rd of April, so there's really not much wiggle room for like extra gear at this point that could have needs to get socketed besides just like getting super lucky with like, I picked up another one of these next, but it rolled a stat on it, right? That would be about the only thing I could possibly really use at this point. And since last week was the dungeon week, I didn't mention it in last week's video, but I did go through the effort of getting everyone a box, so be the last time for heroic Amirdrassil boxes. Although I'm sure potentially there's more in the future. I'm not sure how it's going to work in season 4. Let's see what I get. Bracers, very fun, very exciting. Definitely not just. I guess I needed that specific mug. So, what's up, kitty cat? Raven loves it and knows when I do this sort of stuff now. She just knows it's the time for her attention. Alright, moving on to my pally. I guess, the sad thing is this week is essentially the last week of doing any raiding and stuff for my pally. And I'm also not even going to be there for a raid. It's kind of sad. So there's essentially, wow. Get the high roll on that bracer. If only it wasn't competitive with the, the one embellishment we all use on our play classes. Avoidance and a socket for free. I guess I just grab a socket. So I want to just be a rebel and just pick something. Have a second signet just for the lulz. No, I'll just pick the socket. Even though I don't really need one, but... Well, actually, I guess I do need one, but it's like... It's for a hero ring, whatever. So I just like never really bothered, but... If the season's so short, may as well just like give myself the tiniest little bit of extra power. And Raven, you're very much not helping. Tricky little cat of mine. I don't think there's anything I could get from this that's worth it. Yeah. I probably honestly shouldn't have bothered with these boxes on these two characters because they already have everything. I'll just go ahead and do that. Why not? Yeah, at least my Paladin definitely goes into Season 4 fully kitted out, pretty much. All the goodies of Season 3. So it shouldn't be much of an eye level like difference as far as I remember, but I guess we'll really find out. I haven't looked too in depth into like changes coming. Alright, Death Knight would just love a trinket like always. There's a trinket. I don't think I want that one though, but there could be a case made for that one though. Like, would I rather take the haste proc, the stacking haste, or crit damage, crit strike, etc. Although I need a helm. Again, it's so awkward now, like playing and doing vaults at the point where it's like I know that this stuff only has 2-3 weeks on it. Like all of this gear has a timer on it now. Like the timer was always there, but it wasn't really known. So it's like, which of these choices really matter? the the grand philosophical question of World of Warcraft Vault YouTuber, I suppose. Honestly, screw it. I'm going full rebel mode. I'm going to pick the trinket that nobody wants. I will pick that trinket. Just cause I can. And then it would be amazing if I got like an augury from this, but like, let's just see. Oh, same thing my Paladin just got. Like, this character doesn't raid, so it could actually use like a drop or two, but it's like it's still pretty narrow, the level of upgrades that are possible. Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of a recurring theme for the rest of this thing, and oh, look at that, there's 2 trinkets. I think they're both pretty good. Although, again, timer on what's possible. What's actually good. C-Star. Yep. Even if it won't get used for long, I will still do my best to use it somewhat. At least of those 2 trinkets, C-Star just looks like it's just overall better. And I guess just like my Death Knight, it'd be like an augury would be pretty good, even if not going to get used for long. It's Mog. I need to do some transmog work still on my Druid, but at the same time I could live without getting this full set. Yeah, at least I got a Mog piece. Not a great one, but I'll take it. Alright, moving on. This is gonna be the week. Double time. It's like, this is a trinket that like nobody, like that boss isn't even in Everbloom, the current version of it, but they decided to keep the trinket in. And I don't think anyone actually uses this trinket unless they're, looking for a second trinket in any regard. That'd be the only reason to use this thing. You can tell that I don't exclusively run Galakrond's Fall on this character, but it's like I do run it a lot. Yeah, screw it. Guess I could just I'll try to worm out a socket before the end. It's a very exciting week so far. Although it could get really exciting right here. Oh, I opened that as tank. I forgot to check my spec. Oh well. Just realized, but whatever. Augury. Bandolier of Blades. I've never actually used one of these trinkets before. I'm not so sure it's great for Havoc, but I'll take it because it rolled Leech. I'm not so sure I'll actually use it, but I'd rather get one. I'd rather get one just in general than never pick up the trinket. Although it's, there was also going to be all of next season to pick it up again through, if I rated it all. Which, it's a little hard to say if I would or not. On this character, I should say. I'm probably going to raid on at least one of my 2 characters. I guess it depends on how things in my other guild go. And I only say that because the vibe I get from people in that guild is a lot of people are kind of tired of like the raids, or at least like they're not very keen on the idea of doing like the going back, doing all the Dragonflight raids with just, what a seemingly no changes or anything this time around, like last season, or not last season, excuse me, expansion, season 4, Shadowlands raids, we at least had like fixes that weren't necessarily like the most fun or great, but at least it did give you like a significant power gain or something every minute or so. And yeah, I'm just gonna, not even really thinking about it, I'll just pick up the weapon. Because, like, this doesn't have mastery on it, this does. Yeah, I'll just go for this. It's easy enough just to craft the other one. I suppose Evoker would want, like, Spindle, Bellerillos. I would take, like, the Nimue staff. That'd be kind of cool, but let's just see what happens. The old chest plate off the first boss, I'm pretty sure. Very exciting. Alright, moving on. You could just like tell how much enthusiasm there is for like those, like a drop like that. It's like, man, I could just have gotten that just, you know, two seconds in like a fresh pug raid, and I get that same drop. Very great. Like, I wouldn't actually say for Blizzard to do this, but like it would be kind of nice if those boxes, like, they would have like a slightly higher chance for later half drops, because it is kind of like feels bad to get like a first boss drop when they're like very common at times. I feel like these bracers are pretty good. So I don't really need haste. I just kind of want like more mastery and crit, and this is exactly that. Oh, there's no socket though. I wonder if I'm gonna like take the time before the end of the season to actually like try to grind out some worms. I mean, it's probably not really worth it at all. But like, what if I go and take a character like this that has like decent-ish gear, but I just haven't bothered to like upgrade it? Go actually like get this character, like, you know, get it up to 480 just before the season turns over. Go right into the new season a little bit stronger. I know, Raven. I know. It's very exciting prospect. Yeah, I can go for a socket as well. Is there anything like actually worth socketing on this character? Not really. I'll just go for the bracers. They caught my eye. Yes, avoidance cloak, but it kind of got like weird stat on it, unless I wanted to try to do survival, which not really. Survival hunter hasn't really been my thing for a while. I play enough melee as is. I'm not going to turn one of my ranged characters into a, you know, just a different flavor of melee. is my thought. Unless like I'm really feeling survival, but let's see what I get. That's also a very early boss drop. I think that's like the pants off council. I got a new mug for it, so cool. But if you're here for bulk content, sadly that's all I got for you. But hope I'll get you guys around next week or very soon. Season 4 is looming, April 23rd. So I'm not so sure I'll take like a break or anything, just to like I know I'll be taking a raid break with my Paladins guild, but I'm not so sure about Warrior yet, just because like we're still progressing Fyrakk. Yes, Fyrakk also just got nerfed this week, and we had a very close pull on it.
It's just time for tornadoes.
Get that out.
Get them the fuck out. Get them the fuck out.
We have 1 by X.
Yeah, well, we don't have any more good seeds, so it doesn't matter, frankly. Alright, well, I mean, press your immunities here, and then just remember that if you have a seed, you just gotta try and live. You gotta put it down for a second, because you're about to die.
Oh my god, fuck, dude!
If we don't lose people, we
I
kill
was
the
like,
boss.
I'm
that's
gonna
just all there
unmute
is
so
to
I
it. If
can
we don't
fucking
die,
get my
the boss
nerd
is
scream
dead.
out there when we kill it, and then...
How did you die,
dude.
Kellen?
So, like, essentially we actually have had multiple pulls now where we essentially got to the point in the fight where we needed to kill it or we're about to kill it, right? And haven't quite been able to finish out the old fire dragon. So hopefully this week with the new nerfs it just got, hopefully that will be enough to help us get our cutting edge just before the end, because now there's only 3 weeks. It's like kind of feels bad to cut it so close, but I guess that's what happens when you get like when you get two bosses in a row of essentially like end boss amount of pulls for both like Tindril and Fyrakk are just you know, it's a lot of work towards the end of Amirdrassil. Like I still enjoy the fights. Just it sucks to spend so much time on those two bosses back to back. And honestly, even Smolderon as well for us. Like we didn't have great Smolderon progress. I tormented myself with that crap for how I played there. But yeah, Smolderon took us a little over 100 pulls as well. So been a very slow, last third of the raid, mythic progress wise. But yeah, again, I am pretty sure we just like people are gonna be hungry now that we know that the season 4 is literally looming. It was like I was positive it was going to be a late April season 4, or at the very, very latest early May. So April 23rd is right about what I was expecting. Although it could have it also could have been the 30th, of course. I think I personally would have preferred the 30th of April over the 23rd, but I mean, who cares? And yeah, as far as season 4, I know I'll be trying to do stuff with Evade in my Paladin's guild. Because, like, usually what we do is, like, towards the very end of the expansion, or because they keep doing season 4s, we'll go do the Awakened raid, Faded raid, whatever. We'll go do that. Full cleared on Heroic that week or something. Like, we would probably try Mythic as long as we got people for it. And then, like, the next night of raiding, we would go do one of the other raids that isn't, Empowered, Awakened, Faded. We'll go do all the achievements in there, and that's when we usually knock out all of our raid achievements, because it's like, if there's, like, a damage check or anything, it's a complete breeze to get through it. Like, if, I can't think of any bosses off the top of my head where it's like you have to do the achievement and then it's just like you have 20 seconds to kill it or something, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but for moments like that, it's a complete joke to knock out the achievements. And I always enjoy doing them. Gotten all the raid achievements since I missed out on, there was one in Legion I missed out on, because, like, I think I was gone the night specifically that we did that one raid, and I think, just barely missing a single thing. I could even just log back in to double check. I suppose, talking about achievements, don't want to get too far off track, but I've also been, like, when they added it with 10.2.6, the Tyvan, a World Awoken, big old Dragonflight meta achievement, I have started working on that this last week. Like, obviously you can see the thunderstorms, firestorm stuff. Like, I did a whole bunch of that achievement this last week. It's a whole lot of work, but it hasn't been it has not been as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, considering I've only been doing a whole week of, like, kind of dedicated work on it, I've gotten a lot done. Essentially, Forbidden Reach is almost when there's just like the specific storm event on the reach that I need to go do. It's 3 more of those. I spent a lot of time on that island last week, but I never actually saw the event spawn until, like, just earlier today when I went to I went to check it this morning, and this is like some dailies here, which is literally just like I need one more, which I could just literally go do right after this. And heck, I could just go do it right now and keep podcasting it up like I like to do for the end of the videos. Yeah, it's like you're looking for something to do for the next, 3 weeks. You're bored of season 3. You maybe already did your Plunder Storm stuff, which I don't really want to talk too much about Plunder Storm, but still doing a little bit of it. I'm kind of going to just make sure I do just enough to finish out the renown grind for it before it's gone. But it's not really a high priority. Just enough to get it done, Going back to talk about Fyrakk progress a little more in depth, or at least this week. Again, we had a very close poll. We had, genuinely a very good weekend, but we still just, it would have been a great weekend to have killed it on and just been get that stuff out of our mind. Maybe, just take, the rest of the month off before season 4, stuff like that. We had some very close calls. I'm sure I already threw in a clip earlier of our 1% wipe where we essentially killed it. We're going to kill it, and then I was mistaken when at that exact moment I thought the person who had the seed, one of the bad seeds or whatever, they got clipped by an ability, but no, they actually just kind of rotted out to the damage of the corrupted seed. Yeah. It sucks to have essentially have the boss dead, in your mind right then and there, and then it's just nope, it gets ripped out of your hands. I was definitely very disappointed after that pull, but I felt like this was my fucking weekend of Fyrakk Prog. I feel like I played very well. I only had like 1 or 2 mechanical mistakes the entire weekend, so I'm very, very hungry, very eager for a kill already. I was looking, there was a world quest, I didn't need to go do any of that. I thought it was for this. Oh well. There's that. One less thing done. But yeah, essentially all I'm waiting for is the last few storms and daycare and a dog. I'm waiting for a dog. Oh wait, I could go do the dog right now. Even better. Yeah, I'd say I'd recommend, if you're interested at all in getting the meta achievement, there's 5 or 6 mounts you get, along the way, including Taiwan. So if you enjoy getting mounts, 4 of them are kind of recolors, but you get a big notable one at the end of it all. Look at that. All the things. Yeah, essentially I'm just waiting for a fishing hole and tier hold. And then time rift rep. Sorry, I'm getting distracted at this point, trying to do achievements and talk about WoW is just a little distracting. So I think I might actually just let everyone go, and I'll get back to my little grind and stuff here. So have a very nice rest of your weeks, everybody. Hopefully I'll catch you guys soon. Maybe not next week or the week after, but definitely for season 4 I'll still keep putting something out these next few weeks, just to keep doing something. But I will catch everybody around. Also, yeah, you got to do this daycare stuff, and not the most fun, admittedly. But yeah, catch you guys around.
Go to the marker! Where are you going? We're down fucking Treggyz. If you get a red debuff, you have to try and save Treggyz. He's on the cross. He's on red.
I got fucking assassinated by lines.
Just crank the fucking Colossus.
When do the ads come up? I popped there.
Here come the lines.
I'm at the 4:30.
God, literally, there's two lines who are over intersecting on top of me to start with, and then another person just.
Depends on when the ads get bounced, yeah. I'm pretty sure I was quick.
Kellen and it's a priest. Is it Roshi? Oh, all the priests are in a clump. Oh, it was Leaf. No, Leaf, don't do it. I got assassinated by the priest.